David, for the first time in many years, you and I are together on YouTube. How does that feel?
A bit strange. YouTube's not been mentioned too much in my life in the last 5.5 years, since I was banned in April 2020 for pointing out that COVID was a hoax and that it was all designed to get a vaccine inside us. It turned out to be a fake vaccine, which of course came along just a few short months later. Why
would they let you back on YouTube? That's the question,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Why would they let me back on YouTube? And why would they let a free speech absolutist buy Twitter, now X? Because the answer is the same. Jamie, my son, was doing a lot of toing and froing with YouTube because a lot of people who had been previously banned were allowed back on long before I was. And there was a lot of toing and froing. Well, when's he going to come back then? You let him on. What's wrong with him? And eventually they kind of relented and allowed it back on. And the great irony is that I'm the one that's saying we have to come together. The people that tend to get the really, really big numbers are those that want to drive people apart in the sense that they are taking a side. It might be a religious side, it might be a cultural side, it might be a political side, but it's the side takers that tend to get the promotion and the algorithmic promotion. Whereas people who, and you're another one, who says we need to come together, they don't get the same promotion. And the connection between YouTube and owned by Google, of course, and Facebook and Musk's X is that they basically have been through this period of overt censorship, not least through COVID. Without them, COVID would never have been what it became in terms of the tyranny that was imposed. But when this is pre-Musk Twitter, I'm talking about in that case. And now they really want us to think that they're on our side, they're our friend, because they are in the process of pulling us along, with the carrot. Oh yeah, we're on your side. We care, and we made mistakes and all that stuff, because they want to pull us into this AI digital tyranny, this AI digital dystopia control system. And there's no better example of that than Elon Musk, who said some years ago that AI could be the end of humanity. And ever since has been pushing AI and has turned X now because his own algorithms are on full blast. And so are all those sycophants that post on his behalf. He's turned X into a propaganda arm daily, hourly, of the AI control dystopian agenda. And what they're doing, they're trying to kid you that there's competition, and on some level there'll be rivalry, yeah, but not at the level where it's coming from. You have inter-US billionaire oligarch Silicon Valley quote competition, where Elon Musk presents the fact that he doesn't like Sam Altman, and he doesn't like this or he doesn't like that. And yet they're all on the same page, pushing in the same direction towards this, what is planned to be a global artificial intelligence digital control system. And the other level of the competition is, we can't let the Chinese win. We've got to beat the Chinese at AI. So they've turned it into a sporting event. So we have to beat the Chinese. And, as I've been saying all these decades, there are no borders with this global cult network of secret societies with its interlocking leadership. There are no borders. They control China as they control the United States, as they control Canada, as they control Britain, as they control Europe. And so the fantasy of competition, both within the United States oligarchy and globally, is all part of the smokescreen. And so is that we're on your side now. But how they do it, how they advance and promote what they want you to believe and suppress what they don't want you to see is through now shadow banning. So I said earlier that Trump's mate, Musk, has his algorithm full blast. And again, if you are posting things that are in support of the agenda of divide and rule, then that's not a problem either. We'll give you a good blast on the algorithm. But if you're pointing out that it's all a farce and it's all a facade, if you're pointing out who Elon Musk and these other oligarchs really are and who they're really serving, then you don't get the same algorithmic support. You get the opposite. And, some people say they're always telling you what they're doing. Well, Linda Yaccarino, when she was appointed, this is a World Economic Forum stalwart, by the way, that was appointed CEO of X by Musk. She summed it up, really. She told you what was happening when she talked about X will be about freedom of speech, but not
freedom of reach.
Freedom of reach, and that's the shadow banning, and that's what happens. So if you are Elon Musk and you're posting A, promotions for the AI dystopia, and B, and he's doing this also, dividing people down fault lines of religious belief and racial belief and what have you, then he gets massive numbers. Of course he does. I don't follow him on X, but I get all these bloody posts, even though I'm not asking for them. And yet, if you are challenging that, then the algorithms suppress you. I mean, the number of people that I meet as I go around who say, I follow you on X, but I never see your posts unless I go to your page. This is how shadow banning works. And it's basically affecting everyone who is speaking against the agenda. And that's how they're doing it now, rather than outright censorship, which is, it got too blatant and too obvious.
When you're in an FLFE field, you are interacting with a field of a higher level of truth, and maintain and keep it there at those high levels. We have experienced greater levels of truth because we're constantly in the field, not just when we meditate. I would encourage you to give it a try, and you can do it for free. You don't need a credit card or you sign up for anything. It's just a gift from them to you.